Hello everybody, Brian here from quantlabs.net. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about Forex brokers scam the newbie trader needs to know. This came from one of my email subscribers, been with me for quite a while. He compiled a list and set of articles that will be very useful for anyone out there getting scammed on their Forex brokers. We talked about in the past about how you should be longing and shorting on the bid and ask. You can see that on my blog by entering in those topics on my search button here. So this article we're talking is titled Forex Brokers Scam the Newbie Trader Needs to Know. So this all came from a topic where one of my YouTube visitors saw my video review on a couple of brokers, namely Oanda. I've done reviews. I have firsthand knowledge on Oanda, and their lack of support is pretty well, I'll just use the word garbage, which is non-existent. I'm not sure how a business can operate if they're not able to help out their customers like myself proceed in using their API. So I ended up moving over to Duca's copy, which has been quite a bit better. All right, so let's go through this article, the combination of articles and whatnot this person put together. It's a big thanks to this person who's out of Australia. And the first thing we need to understand is the comparison between Forex and CFD brokers out there. There's a bunch of websites that you can look up. The one I like is Forex Peace Army, which I'll show you in a minute. Now, a lot of these you don't know who to trust when it comes to the site. They may be sponsored by these brokers. Who knows? I can't say yes or no to list their features. When you get brokers that are based out of Cyprus, those are definitely causes of concern. And are they regulated as well, specifically out of either the US or UK, where most people will live. So that's probably the first thing you should obviously look for. Here's another comparison here. This sort of site, I'm always skeptical if they are actually pay to play to be listed on this site. I'm not going to get into it, but these are, I guess, real reviews of these brokers. And as I said, there's Forex Peace Army. Now, before I move on, there's LMAX, which I've always liked. If you're out of the US, you may want to look at LMAX as a broker. They have been good up to a point. Now, I don't know if you fund, I was told that you fund your money through Cyprus. And again, they originally started with to be regulated out of the UK, but I'm not sure where they're at. And when you fund money in Cyprus, I'd be like, hold on here, there's a problem. No different than with Duca's Copy Europe, where you're funding your account through Estonia, and that's, again, not regulated. So again, coming back to the Forex Peace Army, we have here these set of brokers, which are quite good. These reviews, you can easily look up for the bigger brokers as well, the more popular ones on Forex Peace Army. Obviously, it's listed there, as you can see here. Here you have Oanda, which, again, we're always hammering away on. Out of 417 reviews, 3 stars, which is probably pretty bad. So go through that at your own time. But there's more useful articles. We've talked about market maker brokers, pretending to be ECN brokers, how to check to see if your ECN is not a hybrid dealing desk. When they go bust, like for instance, Alperi, Saxo Bank, and FXCM. The truth about Forex brokers for beginners, and so on and so forth. There's apparently a virtual dealer plugin you can test. I think there's some hints on that, which I never knew about. Now, in terms of software, I mean, I've used MetaTrader 4 and 5, which is pretty good. software wise, but to me, it's just a red flag to see if the broker is legit or not. And usually, I like using Forex from Duca's Copy instead of MT4. And I believe they've been saying it for years that MT4 is on its last legs and trying to get people to move on to MT5, but it seems to be too much demand for MT4. So anyways, you can get some info. Now this one may be most useful, understanding about A book versus B book, the model. I didn't know anything about this. Also some regulation examples coming out of Australia where this person's from, and lots of good juicy info. So I just wanted to show you that. I've got other articles on my website and my YouTube channel as well. So hopefully you can make use of that. And you know, one other thing I need to say is no matter what broker you or what school or guru you use to learn about quote unquote algorithmic trading, the only real you could really get away with probably what you're going to be doing is with interactive brokers. A lot of people need to start with 10,000 base currency or maybe even 10,000 US, which quite a few people don't have. And I wouldn't even recommend going with that broker, especially if you're new, because you will most likely lose it pretty fast. I've seen margin build up on my own positions with the Duca's Copy. So when you're starting out, I would highly recommend you go with a small broker where it's minimal. It's kind of like starting out in a casino. You want to start small, be willing to lose that small amount and keep going until you get a working strategy. And a lot of these brokers will help you get to that point. The challenge that you'll find is about 99% of them will be using MetaTraders. So what you learn from these gurus about quote unquote quant, I think it's okay, but you'll end up throwing all that out at the beginning. Because you'll be using a totally different platform. You don't need to know the hardcore languages like C++ and Java. Well, Java for Forex, yes. You won't even be using Python because it's mostly MetaTrader. But if you are going to go in the world of cryptocurrency, again, start small, but you can choose that set those sort of exchanges. Go with Python and using the CCXT that I've recommended a few videos ago. Hopefully this will help you, and we'll talk to you soon later.